What's up, growers? We're here in the backyard and it's mid-June, and man, has it been hot. We've had a crazy heat wave here in Northern California. It's been like 100 or 90 something degrees basically every day for like the last 2 weeks, first couple weeks of the month. And man, my plants don't look too happy. You'd see over out of frame, I've had a shade cloth that I used for the worst week of that couple weeks of heat wave. That shade cloth did help my plants, I believe. It helped cut that 105 degree heat down a little bit, and I think the plants did okay. Once the worst of the heat wave was over, I removed that cloth, and the plants do look like they still got beat up a little bit by the intense sunlight and the intense heat. And not to mention, I am going to be going into flower soon. With it being mid-July, that means my plants are probably going to start flowering within the next 2-3 weeks or so, maybe even earlier. So it's time to get on these pots. It's time to re-amend, and that's what we're going to be doing today. So first off, I've got a bucket full of worm castings. These are worm castings that I made myself off camera here in a kind of makeshift worm bin that I have. So these are fresh worm castings. They have worms in them. And what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be taking the amendments that I have from my Coots mix and my BuildASoil craft blend. I'm going to be using those and adding those as re-amendments to my soil. So I've got a little bit of an experiment. Each one of these pots is a little bit different. I've got like 3 Coots mix pots and 3 BuildASoil craft blend pots. I'm kind of doing some A/B testing with those guys. But here on this video, I'm going to be using the Coots mix. So like I said, I've got my worm castings here. What I'm gonna be doing is I'm gonna be taking this Coots mix. I'm gonna take about 3 cups of that Coots mix. I'm gonna mix it in to this worm castings, mix it all up. I also added some barley in with here just to kind of help add a little bit of enzymes and microbial life. I will mix that all together, and then I'm gonna put that on top of the pots. Once I'm done with that, and by the way, I've also removed the top mulch layer of the pot that I'm going to re-amending, and then I'm going to put that mulch back on top of the worm castings, because it is, in my experience, important to have mulch on top of the pots to just create that layer so that the roots can go all the way up to the very top and your worms can go up to the top and kind of keep working the soil and work through whatever top dressings that you do. After I re-amend those pots or add these re-amended or amended worm castings to the pots, I'm also going to give the plants some love using this fermented plant extracts. This is the Comfrey. I've used this stuff both as a foliar spray and as just an additive that you would add into your watering. So you can add in, I think it's like, 1 to 4 ounces to a 1 gallon of water. You can use that both for your soil drench or your foliar. So what I've done is I've done both. I put it in a watering can and watered it in. The plants seemed pretty happy. I've also foliar sprayed it, where I sprayed it on my plants. The plants seemed pretty happy the next day as well. The only thing that I would say about this stuff is this stuff does smell like ass. Straight up smells like ass poop. It's terrible. So just don't spill it anywhere and kind of keep that in mind. I am outdoors, so me spraying it on my plants, it didn't create like an overwhelming stench to where I couldn't even get close to my plants, or maybe my neighbors right across the fence could smell it. That wasn't the case. It does have a slight aroma, but that does go away probably after a day or 2. So it's not that big of a deal, but just be wary of this stuff. It does smell, so kind of, plan accordingly. But all right, let's do this. I'm just gonna add in a few cups of this Coots mix. We'll put it in here and I'll mix it up, and then I'll re-amend those pots. But that's what I'm gonna do. I just wanted to make this really quick, easy video, easy demonstration for you guys to show you how all you have to do is just take some worm castings or take some compost or maybe just some leftover soil from before, add in your top dressing, mix that in and add it in to the top. You don't have to do that. You could, if you wanted to, just top dress, put this on top of the soil without any compost, and then put in your mulch layer on top. That could work, but it's just something that this year I wanted to mix it in with compost so that I can give some nutrients to my plants very quickly. They are looking like they're a little hungry right now. They're looking a little beat down by the sun. So I'd love to give them some worm castings, give them that microbial life, in addition to the nutrients that I'll be adding through this Coot mix or through the BuildASoil craft blend. But that's about it. I just wanted to make this quick video. Thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned to the Cannabis channel. We have more interviews on the way. We do interviews pretty much every week or so, and we put those up on the channel. We are also going to be going to the Emerald Cup in about a month from now. That's a big weed festival in Northern California. It's going to be in Oakland this year. We have a booth and we will be interviewing growers there at the show and anyone else. So if you're going to Emerald Cup, or you know people that are going to be at the Emerald Cup and you want them to talk to us, let us know. We'd love to interview them, and maybe we'll even do a live stream from the show. But stay tuned. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you in the next one. Peace.